Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome to Page Fights, a show where we take your landing pages and put them up against the heavyweight champions of conversion rate optimization. I am your host, Tommy is my name, and we have got a great show planned out for you today. In case you are not watching on pagefights.com, please head on over to pagefights.com, and you can sign up for future episodes of Page Fights and get some excellent conversion rate optimization advice later on down the road. And if this is your first time watching Page Fights, I got to tell you, we got a couple of rules. First, you have to talk about page fights. Second, you have to talk about page fights. And three, if this is your first time watching page fights, I want you to go on over to the chat box that's right here, type in, I'm ready to kick some ass, hashtag page fights, and then we can see that you're actually paying attention and we're watching live. In case you're unfamiliar with the format of the show, here's what we're going to do. We're going to take 10 landing pages, put them up against our judges and our guest judge, and we're going to critique them, give you actionable advice, and chances are likely a lot of this is going to be a bloodbath. What you're going to do at the end of the show is vote on who you think the best page is, and what they are going to win is 6 months of Unbounce Pro 99 for free and free access to the Conversion XL conversion course. So without any further ado, let's introduce our judges. First up, we have Ollie Gardner, the co-founder of Unbounce. Ollie, you ready to kick some ass today or what?
What up, Cleveland?
I like your KISS shirt today, man. You're really representing. Yeah. You guys just did CRO Day yesterday. That was phenomenal. How'd that go for you?
It was amazing. Very, very proud moment. Can't believe how epically big it was.
It was huge. Trending on Twitter, so
all day.
Huge feat. Next up, we have Pep Laya of Conversion XL. He is broadcasting live today from CTU headquarters. If you guys, any 24th show fans. Yeah, there we go. Pep, you ready to kick some ass today?
Except CTU's in California, dude.
Well, yeah, I know. It looks like CTU, though. Anyways, and last but finally not least, we have Jay Baer, the author of Utility, and he's the man behind Convince and Convert, and suspiciously looking a little bit like Matt Damon today.
Thank you.
Really digging that look, man.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
This is a new thing. I'm more like the fat Matt Damon, so Fat Damon, I think, is kind of how it rolls. But I'm delighted to be here on Page Fights.
Fantastic. It's great to have you. And you are in New York right now, too, correct? So if there's any shootings happening in the background?
Yeah, if they're screaming or an ambulance, don't be alarmed. I'm only on the 7th floor, so there's lots of things happening out that window.
Right on, right on. All right, so we're going to get started with the show now. We're going to jump right into the pages. And like I said, guys, if you want to participate, you can do it with hashtag PageFights and let us know what you think along. And if you have any questions, we're going to be doing Q&A at the end. So feel free to watch along here. So first page we have here, what's this page called? This is Walter. You can transfer MKV to iPad with Walter. Ollie, why don't you kick us off on the feedback here on this page?
Yes, I will. I so needed this 6 months ago. iPads are a massive pain in the ass when you have MKVs. Not that I download movies illegally or anything like that, but I like this page. The headline tells me the what, like it's really solid what this is, but I think it would be a bit more solid if it included without converting them. That's the really key part to why this is successful, right? Because you can't put MKVs using your iPad unless you convert them. So that would add some clarity to that. Walter, it's kind of a cute name. The hero shot, really good, but I don't really get the source of where this is being dragged from. I don't recognize that. I think if it was a Finder window and you were seeing it get dragged in from there, that would be really cool. Better context of use. But how much is it after trial? Right? There's no price on here, so I think that'd be a really interesting test. You know, some people won't want this because they don't want to commit after the trial. They don't know how much it's going to be. But if it's not expensive, like $10, I would buy this immediately. Like this is such a real pain that I don't know. I think it's a no-brainer. Bit I don't like though, the media bar there with all like the appearances and these things. It's just banner blindness generic stuff. You can make it so much better if you take one of them, like Gizmodo, and expand that down and tell us what Gizmodo said about you. That adds so much more credibility. Great contrast on the page. It's really easy to read. And I'd add a logo. There's no logo here. I don't know who you are. It would add just that little bit of trust if I know there's a company that wrote this software. But I think this is a brilliant landing page.
Fantastic. Jay, what do you think about the page?
Yeah, I agree with a lot of that. Ollie's good. He should do this for a living. It's very very well done for mobile. Very compact page. I mean, you can literally get the entire proposition here in one screen, which is pretty unusual. We'll certainly see some examples of the exact opposite on other pages here in this episode of Page Fights. Totally agree about the logos on the bottom. One-line testimonial from one of those would carry a lot more weight than just 5 logos slapped on there. What's interesting is we'll also see some examples later of landing pages with videos and demonstration walkthroughs, and I almost feel like this is one where that could have actually been used to great effect. Even a 10-15 second animation that shows this actually working in practice would have gone a long way to really helping you understand, well, what does this do exactly? What is the step-by-step? And I completely agree with the overall credibility factor of, like, was this built in somebody's garage? Are these guys going to steal my information and buy third-hand Rolexes with it? I mean, there's definitely some, and just sort of the white on black kind of very male, very tech doesn't help the credibility side in my estimation. It just feels a little shady. It's definitely well executed, but a little more credibility building would go a long way.
All right, Pep, what do you think here?
Yeah, I mean, everything's been said already. Some nitpicks to say, oh, don't install any, you don't need any sketchy third-party apps. Well, isn't this a third-party app itself?
that is apparently sketchy.
And if you pull this page up on your PC, then instead of the download, they say, hey, sign up to get notified about when they release the Windows version. However, the sign-up form sucks ass. So this page looks good. The PC version, not so good.
Interesting. There's something here too. Like these, all the testimonials right here, they go outside the page. And
they're linked?
Yeah, they're links. They're all links, and they go to the reviews. So I think your feedback there about having them all be on page is a good part. And then Alex Harris actually says on Twitter, I don't know what an MKV is, and that's a good point too. Even if you were to clarify with this page, transfer MKV movies to iPad with Walter, that might add a little bit of
The person who doesn't know what's MKV will not use the software. So, I mean...
Right.
Yeah, this is a very targeted kind of thing. People know this pain if they've ever touched an MKV and they're an Apple person.
All right.
So.
Well,
yeah, and that's a good point for a lot of landing pages that we'll look at today. Is the pre landing page context, right? So so how did you get to this page, and where did you click to find this page, and what context was it presented in? That goes a long way to determining whether or not you should have explained what an MKV is. And I agree, if you don't know what it is, you're probably not going to download it anyway. But certainly, if you stumbled upon this somehow and you didn't know what an MKV was, this would be, instead of a good landing page, the worst possible landing page.
It's an assault rifle.
I mean, if you confuse them in the second word, you're in trouble.
right.
Okay, Tommy, we got to move on.
Moving on. This is the Hippa guide for developers. Let's start with you, Pep, on what do you think about this page?
It's a well-designed, nicely focused page. Pretty clear what it's about. In the line, I'm not a fan. I think the headline is kind of complicated. If you're developing healthcare apps, this is the guide you've been looking for. Well, how do you know that I've been looking for a guide and so on? So it's kind of presumptuous. So I would the headline on the book cover, guide, Hippa guide for developers, because if I develop healthcare app, of course I know what Hippa is. So that's much more clear. Also, what that discover all the things that are in the book, this green checkmarks thing. The list is kind of long. I mean, I think the green checkmarks lose the effect if it's repeated so many times. And what's really bothering me is that the screenshot of the cover is just needlessly too big. Instead, they could show me the opt-in form, or at least the button above the folds, because on my screen at least I have to scroll to see it.
Yeah.
And if I don't click the button, they'll pop it open anyway, which is kind of annoying. So you don't want to annoy me. So Why not just make the form visible instantly or something? And this 5921, no explanation. Is it the page going to self-destruct in 60 days? You know.
Fantastic. Jay, what do you think about this page here?
Yeah, the same thoughts on the counter. I mean, I understand that this is a pre-order, and presumably that's when the book will actually be launched. But they need a subhead around the counter there at the bottom. I really don't like the submit button here. Too much text. The same width as the actual book itself is half-assed. And this is one where they could have made the screenshot, the hero image, smaller, but also add some dimension to it. Like, I understand this is a PDF, presumably, but still you can fake it so it looks three-dimensional. Just give it a little more heft. I actually really, although I don't love the 20 green check marks, I do really like the fact that they went into detail to describe the benefits of this book. And if this is your world, the fact that, look, here's 10 or 12 things that you'll actually get out of this, I think that's actually really well done. The green check marks and the bold is probably too much. Probably pick one of those and you'll be fine.
Right on. And Ollie,
yeah, on the bullet thing, you have to think about the primacy effect. So when you have a long list like this, like say, I think it's about 30 seconds afterwards, the thing you're going to remember is the first one you read. Recency effect, like just after you read it, you remember the last one, but that goes away quickly. So make sure you put the most important thing in that first check mark. Then that'll just help out a little bit. But with the CTA, it's not there until you scroll down and it comes in, which is that's not bad. But this is not a call to action. It's a call to statement, a call to agreeability. I don't know, like, yes, I need this book. Okay, that's not telling me to click it. That's just yeah, I do. I totally need this book. Tell me why I should click on it. Make it a little more enticing. And yeah, let's make that book smaller. and bring that up and make it look like a button. Give it a little bit of depth.
All right, moving on to the next page. We've got Hey Gluten-Free. Jay, tell me what you think about gluten-free. Hey, gluten-free.
Hey, gluten-free. I actually consider this as another pre-order page. I think it's well done. They state clearly the business that they're in. They give you some information a little bit farther down the page about that it's not just one kind of goodies, it's another kind of goodies. I wish they had some more clear product shots, though. Like, I don't understand why it's sort of crammed in the corner and cropped all weird, and they've got like a fake box in the middle, which is obviously an illustration, not a real box. It seems a little like, well, this might sort of kind of maybe be the product that we give you eventually. So that bothers me a little bit. I also feel like this is somebody who says the more different fonts that we can have on this page, the better off we'll be. Because there's at least 6 different fonts for no good reason. Like, there's literally no reason to have more than 2 fonts on this page, and it's like, well, we're just going to go through a list and add some new ones. But it's very clear. It's very crisp. It's not particularly well formatted from a responsive standpoint. Some of the stuff gets cut off in smaller windows, which does bother me. And I also, it's not a big deal, but I really, really hate the social sharing icons right below the CTA. Number one, this is probably not the right time to do that. You should probably let people submit, then on a confirmation page, allow them to share it there. Don't draw attention away from your CTA at that critical moment down there at the bottom.
Ollie, what do you think about this?
This is a delightful design. I love it. If you can go back up again. This is the best headline value prop of the day, Amazeballs. Best subhead of the day, Amazeballs. CTA, notify me of what? Well, I already forgot. I'm busy being amazed by your balls, maybe. But extend the copy a little bit and add some extra hunger, like notify me immediately when you launch, because this is really good. I mean, this is a massively growing audience for this. It's very important, very, like, it's a great product. I really like the sound of it. The field label and the trust statement, they're tiny. It's like you're hiding something. Make them a bit bigger. I like the privacy statement. Your email is safe with us. That's nice and soft. They're not using any hard language. It's one of my favorite versions that I've seen. The best part about this page, for me, I didn't come close to needing to scroll. I even tried, and then I stopped myself. It's such a no-brainer. Are you taking on investors? Yeah, I love it. I've got nothing bad to say about it.
Someone actually says on Twitter that they need to check their copy. There might be some typos in here. I'm not sure. Interesting. Pep, what do you think?
Well, while it is a pretty nice page, I think there's just too much visual noise above the fold. Just too many elements screaming for "look at me, look at me, look at me." And every month we send you best gluten-free goodies. Can we be a little more specific, please? Goodies? What's goodies? So tell me what it is. And also, when does it ship? Like, notify when it ships. And even though it has the green graphic thing shipping this spring, I mean, I think it's already spring, guys. So, and also when you scroll to the very down where they repeat the call to action, it says there. What does it say?
Sounds awesome. Notify.
The first one to get notified. So, am I really the only first and only visitor to this page? So yeah, I don't think so. So,
well, if you're looking at the call to act or the tweet buttons down here, then maybe.
Yeah, I completely agree with Jay. They should be gone from here and also above the fold where it's too much visual noise to begin with.
All right, we're gonna move on to the next one. This is StorageTopia. Start your adventure, create your own superhero name, and battle the villains that plague data storage for media and entertainment. Generate your name. Ollie, I want you to generate your name here. Go ahead.
This is just masturbation. What the fuck is this about? Read that. I mean, what you just read it, Tommy. It doesn't. No. What this page needs is a superhero called Captain Fucking Clarity. It's just. I
want to say right for a second, Jay's background is actually adding to the ambiance of this page, though.
Yes.
If you want to make a fun, cool game thing, define the villain. Lead with what's bad in the world, then show us how to save it. Better yet, show it opposite me, like this evil media entertainment storage thing. Like storage of media and entertainment, like my media and entertainment, or storage for media, entertainment, businesses. It's so vague. Then, okay, let's do this. Click the button, Tommy.
Oh, no.
Generate your name.
Wait, Captain Clarity. Crank. Dynamite. What? I sound like a drug addict.
I got Mojo Chromaki last night, which is just... so, this like your name... well, see, the problem right here, it's a yes-no question. Like your name? No. So I'm not going to continue because I don't like my name. There's the police. This whole page was designed specifically to win a design award. That's what it looks like. Looks great, epically poor communication skills, and I'd like to rename the game Landing Pages Against Humanity.
I love that.
It's not my mic, but it's attached.
Pep, go to town, please.
I'll be selling to 12-year-old boys or B company executives, right? Like, what the fuck is this page? I completely agree with all I hear. What the hell are they selling me? And how much money and effort was put in building this piece of shit? Let's start. Okay, let's say I like the name. Next step, fill out this huge, massive form to start playing
let's go
the
down,
game.
yeah.
And of course, there's a bomb
Wow.
kill at the end because there's no game. This is just a total rip-off. And then...
Click the cloud, Tommy. The button.
I mean, just fucking comic and whatever bullshit. And then the actual website that the product that this promotes, I've never in my life seen a bigger disconnect between the landing page and what they're actually selling. It's just selling. I have just no words. It's just what a waste of money.
There's so much to read as well, and Dr. Bloticon, like, the clog.
I mean, the graphics are really nice, but like, what
yes,
the heck?
It's actually a game. It will be fun, but they're selling B2B data management services. Come on.
This looks like a Comic-Con like entrance or some for some contest. It's like, I don't know.
Jay, give me your 2 cents on this.
So for some of these pages, I just put together here, sitting here in New York, a quick statement of what I immediately thought. This one, my initial thought was close tab. That was my initial thought on this one. But after I'm like, well, you know what? I'm doing this for page fights. Let's just see what happens. And so I did pick my stupid-ass superhero name, and then I picked a villain, Dr. Blotacon, whatever. And then I actually did fill out the whole giant form with every field required. Thank you very much. And I got all the way to the payoff, which is the comic strip. And it's not so much that this is a terrible landing page, although it is. And it's a shame because obviously you've got a creative team with some graphic design skills, but that doesn't mean anything. But when you actually get to the comic strip, in my entire career, which is now 22 years online, it was the least satisfying payoff of filling out a form in my whole life. Because the actual comic strip itself is twice as shitty as the landing page in front of it. You're like, are you kidding me? You just fooled me into giving you my information. And now, thank you, Page Fights and Tommy, I'm now getting emails from these jack-offs every half an hour trying to sell me enterprise data storage. So thanks very much, Page Fights.
Deletus Maximus is actually like harassing Ollie and Pep on Twitter now. Everybody, Deletus Maximus is following you guys on Twitter now. Oh boy!
I mean, here's the thing. Like, you know, what is ironic about this is that what they should do is use their creativity and their graphic design skills for good rather than evil, right? And that's the great irony. Here we've got this good versus evil landing page, and they've taken their own skill set and applied it to evil. They can do better. They should do better.
And when you get through and you finally get your comic, then there's a big CTA as well. Get a second comic. You're like, no.
Yeah, the first one was so incredibly disappointing, I'm going to pass on the second thing.
But I would suggest, structure-wise, make this a one-page experience. Tell the story, goes down, and then have the payoff at the end and make it good. Don't take me through all these steps. Like, really, because you can craft a much better visual story as well if you did that, a one-page experience. Make it linear.
I will say this: they have a really good sense of humor about it. I'm watching what they're doing on Twitter right now. And it's
you know what? Maybe it worked. This is one of those, though. This is one of those that could be killing it for these guys. Who knows? In their crazy market, maybe these guys are making $1 billion on this landing page. They're like laughing all the way to the bank. It could happen.
All right, we're moving on to the next one. VetPromotion.com. Cross social media off your list forever. Fresh and curated social media content customized for the way you. Okay. Pep.
It's like 1995 when HTML had the blinking tag still. Cross social media off your list forever. What the fuck does it even mean?
But they're cute.
Like using again?
You're cutting out.
Oh, and what do the puppies and the kittens have to do with anything? And fresh curated social media content, customized the way. So is it content for me, or is it content for that I'm like sending out? And actually, what adds a piece of clarity is the blinking piece of shit. Grow your vet practice with targeted marketing. Now I understand. This is for veterinarians and some sort of marketing thing, but they don't want me to do social media anymore. So it's just, and of course, the design. My grandma has been added again. It's just a horrific page. And once we scroll down, it doesn't really get any better. So basic questions have not been answered. Where am I? What can I do here? Why should I do it? Right? And they're treating me like I'm an idiot. Like I'm a 12-year-old girl. And all this, if you scroll down, things start popping and moving. It's just such a lame idea. Because anything moving away attention from the message that I should be reading that might increase my motivation to buy this stuff. And how terrible are the stock photos down there, and the Microsoft Word clip art that they use. It's just no. I would never want to buy services from these guys.
Pep's so mad that he's like breaking the internet, and also cute puppies can't make him soften up the feedback. I love it. No, it's fantastic. Let's see, Jay, what do you think of this page?
My first thought on this one was save the puppy. I wasn't sure what was happening to him there, and the cat looks positively petrified. That cat is like freaking out right now. So one thing is, this is a homepage, right? This is actually their root domain name, which makes it even more unconscionably bad, right? This isn't a landing page. This is their homepage, and essentially it's like, let me explain everything that we do but let's explain it 6 different ways. If you scroll down, they basically say the same thing over and over and over again in different ways, none of them terribly effectively. Also, because they've got so many animations in the code, this page takes forever to load. I took me like 4 tries to even get this thing to load. And what's really weird is the information sequence here. So they talk about features and benefits, and here's what we do, and customize it, and all these specifics, and they ask you to sign up for a free trial. And then after they've already asked you to sign up, then farther down, they actually say, here's why social media is important. It's like, well, wait a second. If I'm not certain that social media is even important, I'm not going to start a free trial to have you do my social media, right? So a lot of the content here needs to be completely reversed in terms of the sequence that it's presented to the visitor. It's just, this is, we could do a whole show on this page. It's incredibly frustrating to me.
This part right here, the reveal of this stock lady is kind of like, here's Johnny. That's all I can get down to this part. Ollie, give me your 2 cents on this.
Yeah. Can you go back at the top?
Yeah. I want to throw something in after this, too.
I won't be crossing off my list. Spending more than 5 seconds on this page. What on earth made you think the typewriter thing was acceptable? And so stay on that top part, Tom.
Okay.
Why is your logo in the footer, like there? Like, is that what? You're breaking 20 years of established internet conventions. Why? Yes, innovation can be good, but only if you're innovative. The information hierarchy. Flip, like Pep said, those sentences are packed with value. Delete all the crap above it and make one of them your headline. It's just in the wrong order.
Yeah, one of the things, and we've seen this before too, this is my kind of feedback right here. Oh, and it locks. That's fine. That's nice. Is that what vet promotion is, and I know you're trying to introduce me to this right now, what it is, but like this headline in particular, this is one of those things where I feel like you go, tell me what the thing does, and then introduce me to your branded concept, not introduce me to your branded concept and then try to explain backwards, because I don't know what vet promotion is, and nor do I care to meet it immediately anyways.
And if you're going to do that there, at least say, vet promotion is a blah, 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 blah.
Right.
Don't say meet me. That has no value. So if you're going to put your value prop on the second page, at least make it good.
Yeah. All right, we're going to move on to the next page here. This is Bosi Optics right here. If you have a person looking at your call to action where people are going to click on it, that's my first little feedback there. Jay, let me know what you think of this page.
I want to like this page because I like the product. I think they're really cool glasses. I would love to wear some. Bosi, send those out. But it is really not very well executed in a lot of ways. Here's the feel good about what you wear. Well, I don't understand why. Frames made from premium cuts of FSC certified. What is an FSC certified hardwood? Like, I don't even know why that matters. Industry-leading Carl Zeiss polarized lenses means less glare. Don't all good sunglasses have those same kind of lenses? Like, how is that an advantage? Spring-loaded hinges? Spring-loaded hinges is a competitive differentiator? Like, I think spring-loaded hinges are in, like, every pair of sunglasses over $25 in the history of sunglasses. And now I'm supposed to get my pair today? Oh, I'm sold. If it's FSC certified hardwood, so here's my money. Get my pair today. Free shipping and free returns. How about a demo? How about, like, show me a catalog? And then we've got some, jack-off logos from fashion mags, whatever. That's cool. Look good, live green. How am I living green? Because these are made out of wood? I presume that's the case, but you got to make that case stronger. Scroll down.
All right.
Keep going. Okay, so here's my least favorite part of this landing page because it's so fashion, California, Portland hipster bullshit. 35 countries with Boskis. Okay, why does that appeal? I don't care how. If they have these in Czechoslovakia, which isn't even a country anymore, why does that matter to me? 12 sponsored athletes. So you gave an athlete a pair of sunglasses. Why does that matter to me? And 10 artists have these sunglasses? That's even more of a circle jerk. I totally don't care.
How many
and now I'm supposed to
wear
shop
sunglasses
now?
while they're doing their shit? Artists,
right?
Athletes don't run with They don't do the high jump wearing sunglasses.
Scroll down. Okay, and now this is where, like, these guys should know better. Okay, here's the actual benefits, which number one should be at the top. but it's in super small type, and it's an image. This isn't even text. It can't even be indexed. It's the exact same image from their actual website, which is a click away, of course. There's actually some decent information here, but it's so incredibly small, no human will ever read it, which is unfortunate. And who else won't read it? Google, since it's an image. Keep going.
This is a very big alt tag.
Yeah, exactly. 500 word. Oh, just get a pair already. Okay, well, I still am trying to understand why I want these. Get a pair again. This is now the fourth appeal that they've given to me to actually buy these, as opposed to see our catalog. See, what these guys really need is about 20% as much copy and just an FAQ, right? I mean, this is one where you just describe in clear language what it is that you do well. Like, I would seriously buy these. I think they're awesome. But this page is not awesome.
And you're restating the exact same things at the very top here. These bullet points are exactly the same. Man. All right. Ollie, give me a thought here.
I'm going to say one thing nice to start. The closer being like the text near your call to action to encourage a click. Free shipping and free returns. I like the fact that it puts the free returns in there right away. So that's both ways. That's really good.
All right.
Nice, clever headline, but what if I don't get it? Or what if I don't think Abe Lincoln is cool? Or what if I don't know who he is? Just kidding. You probably don't want to sell to those folks anyway, but you could add a lot of instant clarity if you add a single word to the headline. Just the word glasses. Feel good about... Oh, it's changed. You guys are thinking, what the fuck is he talking about?
Before it was like this Abe Lincoln thing. Originally, there's some rotating headline.
What is he talking about?
If that's their A/B test, is the headline, that's it, then that's hilarious.
Yeah. The same thing, live green, how? I mean, I get the look, but you don't tell me anything about green apart from this FSC thing. Proximity is important. Things that are close together are assumed to be related. So put the green information next to the statement about living green, so I understand and I can connect those two dots. And that type is so small, like Jay said, that you need a pair of fucking glasses just to be able to figure it out.
Maybe that's why they're selling these. So these come in prescription, maybe.
Yeah, exactly. But they look awesome. They really do look like a nice product. So I'm an athlete, guys. Can I get a pair?
For purposes of this demo, I'm an artist.
Yeah.
Pep, you got anything you want to add to that, or do you want to move on?
This image here that we're looking at, if you scroll where it starts, the benefits of Bosi. Number one benefit is brand. It's Carl Zeiss. I thought it was Bosi. I'm not gonna turn my head and say, "Oh, they're talking about lens technology." Nobody's gonna read that. So the number one benefit is that it's not Bosi, it's Carl Zeiss. No, and I mean, you nailed it. All these hinges and the glass and whatever bullshit. The only thing that's different about these, it seems to me, is that the fact that they're made of wood. So just talk about that. And I'm imagining wearing these, and I'm feeling, is it gonna be hard, and is it gonna screw up my face, and are they going to be uncomfortable? I didn't see any of this hesitation addressed anywhere on the page. So that was kind of weird to me.
This is going to be hard.
And also, the call to action is also this link. So get a pair already. So it's like, dude, don't tell me what to do.
All right, what were you saying there, Ollie?
Well, of course it's going to be hard. You're getting wood on your face.
We're going to move on to the next page before that goes down a rabbit hole I don't want to explore. Let's see. This is first class medical. Jay, kick me off here, or Ollie, kick me off here. Sorry.
Do I have to be nice on this one?
No. I really like this image right here of the oxygen tank getting pushed. Anyways, go ahead, Ollie.
With this little oxygen satchel.
Yeah.
First problem, do not under any circumstances begin your landing page or homepage or any page with the welcome messages, not 1992. Even worse, you're welcoming me to your domain name, your URL. This is just amateur hour. In the copy, right, it says, our pricing is so low we're not allowed to show it. Immediately I thought that was bullshit, but I read more and I thought, well, maybe it is true. if there are actual internet pricing policies enforcing this, maybe show a snapshot of the line item forbidding it. So then I'm going to believe you. That might be a really good thing to encourage me to cross the line. Oh, actually, that might be crossing the line. I don't know, like legally, but it would make it feel way more authentic. If you go up again, Tommy, to the form, okay, there's a lot of problems with this form. I would switch it up. For the form header, I'd say get the lowest prices on oxygen concentrators. That's very clear. It's exactly what I'm going to get. And then change the CTA to say what the form header says. Email me the price list. So get the lowest price on oxygen concentrators, email me the price list. That's then an awesome form. And make the button, like, give the button some contrast and take that, because the testimonials header looks more like the button of the form than the button does. So your design's kind of screwy there. Encapsulate the form and take that testimonial, put it underneath, give more visual dominance to the form itself. And don't make the phone number required if you're going to email me. Push the call in the email that you send or the confirmation page if it's really important.
All right. Let's see. Who do we got next? Pep, give me your 2 cents on this.
First class med, more like cheap shit med. Dude, this site is so cheap. It's terrible. Of course, their main competitor would want the shapes to be priced, so maybe it's intentional. Sure, it does look cheap. And the fact in the copy that they say that they can't publish prices because they're not allowed to sell under whatever the manufacturer's pricing. I think that's a clever way to convince people to give you their email address. Like that's a reason why I have to opt in. So what I would just stress on that point. And nobody beats out prices, and then you have 5 bullet points. Is it like the competitors who are beating your prices, or whose prices are? It's like not clear. And why choose First Class Med? We're the largest distributor. Well, how is that useful to me? I mean, also, you're selling me email opt-in, not your product. So focus. So don't try to sell me on your company yet. Just make me get that price list, then sell me.
Yeah, I wanna throw something in here too. I'm gonna assume, just based on the design and the product itself, that your market's probably a little bit older. I'm not even 30 years old yet, and I have a hard time reading the text that's on this page. Your typography is like incredibly difficult to read, and even if you are trying to go with an older kind of design aesthetic, right? Because this does look like it's straight from 1997. If you are trying to go with an older design aesthetic, at least make it so I can read the freaking copy, right? Like, that's going to be a huge thing for somebody who is in the older market, because your eyes don't work as well, and that's just science, man. Jay, give me your thoughts on this.
Just one quick thing. This is first class medical, second class design.
My original thought on this was kill me. Kill me was my original thought on this. The guys have said a lot of good feedback here, especially the form stuff and the copy. But one of the things that's weird about this page is that it just assumes that whoever shows up here knows what those products are and knows that they want those products. So there's literally no information. Just, well, of course you want the AirSep Freestyle 5, dumbass. Like, so I don't even, right? I mean, so doesn't that seem weird? And then what's strange about this is that we're like, okay, email me your best prices, but then I want you to count with me, guys. Look at the very top of the page. 1-800, okay? And then right underneath that, to make sure you didn't get it 4 pixels higher, 1-800. Right there underneath the red centered copy, centered's always a nice touch, 1-800, scroll down. 1-800, and there's another one in the copy, right? So there's 5 1-800 numbers on this page, but yet we're trying to get people to email us. Like, so which is it? If you really want to get the phone number, which it seems to be, why don't you build this landing page around call us right now? We're here 7 days a week, right? Figure out what is your actual call to action here.
Right on. Excellent. We're going to move on to the next page here. This is petitepuff.com/I do. Make your wedding day sweeter with our cotton candy cart service.
I do. That's so cute.
Pep, tell me what you think about this page.
It's so cute, but I don't believe it's a real business. Really? That's I mean, the site tries to be so cute and romantic, and what suffers here is our readability. I mean, white and pink, extremely hard to read, and then the microscopic body copy font size. It's like, oh, we're dreamy and delicious, organic. You know, it's so hard to read. So I understand you're trying to be cute and elegant, but don't, you know, that should not be more important than people actually consuming your content. And the forum is, chat with us. About what? Politics? Parties? Soda? And then the placeholder in the form fields. It's just too much. You know, we'd love to talk to you about your wedding plans. I mean, dude, I'm busy planning my wedding. I don't want to talk to you about my wedding plans. Or email address. Sweet, nothing.
I agree with that.
Sure thing. What? I should enter nothing? Date and how many guests? Why do you need to know this now? Just wait until the lead comes in, and then you can ask me. And the button, let's chat? Come on, I don't want to chat. I'm busy planning my wedding. So this should be about requesting a quote, because I've had 2 weddings, still married to the same woman, 2 weddings in different countries. So I've planned 2 weddings, and when you're planning a wedding, you're always thinking about the cost, because weddings are expensive. So make the form about requesting a quote. I want to understand how much this is.
All right, Jay, give me your thoughts on this page.
Yeah, there's some nice things here. I think the concept is really cool. This is a page that would very, very, very much benefit from some actual photos of this company in the field. Show me this in action at a wedding. Show me 2 photos of people at a wedding holding this cotton candy, or even better, show me a 45-second sizzle reel with some video clips of people loving on this cotton candy. That would make me feel a lot better. Mysteriously, the testimonials, which are actually pretty good, so they have testimonials but yet no photos, which seems bizarre to me. They take the headshots of the people who are the testimonials, and they use the same look as the cotton candy, right? So everybody's head is actually cotton candy shaped, which takes your attention away from your product. There's no need to do that. That's crazy. And then the thing that bothers me the most is that there's 2 forms, and they're almost the exact same form, and they're only separated by the flavors, right? So you don't need 2 forms on this page. Just pick one and do it better. My favorite part, I love what I was talking about, the field labels. The best one, and I don't think I've ever seen this, is in the name box, we need your name so we can say hi. Like at this point, you have to merchandise. Let me make sure I merchandise why I need to collect your name in a field, right? Like if you've been in prison for the last 37 years, but now you're getting married, let me explain to you why we need your name in an online form.
All right, Ollie, give me your 2 cents on this page.
Design-wise, it's very wedding and nice. I mean, the clarity is a problem. But the photography is so knocked back that in the header there that I can't see what the product is. The cart. It's like, you know, her dress is covering one of the wheels, and so I'm not. The cart is really key here. Bring that out. Bring the delight that the cotton candy brings to your wedding customers front and center. Like Jay's saying, I'd love to see like a 20-second, 30-second video of people just like laughing and sticking sugar in their mouths. You know, that's what's going to say, I want that at my wedding.
All right.
Delight is the only word you should care about for this page. Make everything delightful.
Right on. All right, we're going to move on. We've got timereaction.com here. Let's see. Jay, kick us off on this one.
My first thought on this one was an excellent sedative. And laxative, perhaps. I don't like the logo. I think the logo feels less professional than it probably should. The headline and the subhead don't actually tell me what this product does. Teamwork without the need for emails or spreadsheets for when project management just doesn't cut it. Like, when does project management not cut it? Isn't project management, like, it's not a tool, it's a discipline. I read that seriously like 14 times, and I still don't actually know what it means. I am a big believer in augmenting copy with video, but in this case, unless you watch the video, you have literally no idea what this software does. And even after watching the video, it's very, very difficult to ascertain. So never force a video as your only means of explanation. Also, this video is in YouTube, so when it's over, you get all kinds of like related videos that are unrelated. They should be doing this in something more embedded and controllable, like Wistia, or something along those lines. The logos, which I presume are customers underneath, but there's no subhead telling me that, are not companies that I recognize or build trust. And I also feel like this page is using such a consistent color palette with the blue and the black that nothing really pops, right? There's no hot colors here to draw my eye or attention, and so the whole thing just makes me want to have a cup of warm milk and take a nap.
Something about the YouTube embeds too. I see this a lot. It's a checkbox on the embed screen there. You can tell YouTube to hide all of the suggested videos at the end.
Hide relate, yeah.
Like, come on. So anyways, let's see. Ollie, what do you think?
Yeah, can you click the free demo button, Tommy?
We can try. There we go.
Okay, let's look at this form. Look at the last form field. This is the dumbest form
field. I didn't even see that.
Dumbest form field in the history of dumb form fields. Not only are you so lazy that you can't design a repeating form that lets me choose 3 times easily, you expect me to type it all free form. Like, when do you want an appointment? Type it free form in the box. There's time zones, which is such a clusterfuck waiting to happen. And worst of all, when you start typing, the 39 words of instructions disappear because the inline labels aren't persistent. How the fuck am I supposed to remember them? You know that famous movie, 39 Steps? You just made a 39-step form right there.
All right, and we're going to actually, Pep, one more. Do you have any feedback on this one, Pep?
If you watch the video, you find out that the software is actually very complicated, and they say it takes days to learn. So yeah, I'm never going to sign up.
All right. We're going to move on to the next page. This is the last page, I believe. Cards for agencies. Pep, kick me off here.
I run an agency, so this should be for me. Okay, great websites with less effort. Well, good. Still don't know what it is. So you just scroll down. What is it? Well, I ask you. Why are you asking me? So just say what it is. And it seems build websites basically so you don't need to hire a developer. Dude, I run an agency. I have developers. So the whole premise of this thing is that agencies use this so you don't need developers. I am the developer. Dude, so you're selling it completely wrong. And also, so what kind of an agent? Maybe you should sell it to social media agencies, people who don't have developers. I mean, web agencies have developers. And also, actually, why this would be good, or why this is gonna be useful, is somewhere hidden in below there, because it's not actually good for building websites. It's to build a landing page, case studies, Kickstarter campaigns quickly. So it's actually for marketing people. So basically, it's like Unbound plugin for WordPress. And selling it like that would be a good idea, rather than selling it, hey, agency, you don't need developers to use this instead.
Can you go to the top, Tommy?
Yeah.
Effort is not plural. The keep word rings awkwardly to me. If you removed it and kind of rewrote the headline, like, create great websites with less effort. That is better than that. It's still not a lot of benefit in there, but, you know, and the subhead, if it wasn't, you know, being a dick to developers and added some clarity around the fact that it's a WordPress plugin, they put that right there, you know. Don't use subheads, like he's saying. Like, what is it? At least add the name. What is cards? It's better for SEO. It's better for someone scanning. You know, is it a talent agency, a design agency, an ad agency? So a bit of clarity there, and yeah, just tiny change to the copy and it'd be a lot clearer. The video is excellent. I'm a big fan of that. I like the shots, the angles you're taking, the professionalism is great, and also your UI looks excellent. Pains me to say that. And you know, for the copy though, I would print that out and read it out loud. I think you'll notice some of the things are in the wrong order when you do that, and they can be crude, like cut in half. But yeah, I like it for the most part.
Right on. We've got low social sharing over here, 30 shares, and I feel like that might be something that distracts if you pay attention to it, because it is actually in contrast to the design of this page. I like the design overall, but it's the low social proof is, one, it's hard to read, but two, it's not good. Jay, give me your 2 cents on this, and then actually, everybody, we're going to be going into, we have 2 questions for you. One, who's given the most critical feedback today? And 2, we're going to have you vote on your favorite page. Jay, go ahead and give us your last bit of feedback here.
I like the fact that they've got a clear focus on a target audience, that it's particular agencies. I agree that they should clarify which agencies that's for. To me, what this really lacks is a comparison chart, which says, okay, here's what happens if you hire your own developer. Here's what happens if you hire a freelancer. Here's what happens if you use Unbounce. Here's what happens, just because anybody who might ever even conceivably buy this is thinking about what are the other options that we could take to get this work produced for clients. That's the math they're doing in their head. That's the calculus of getting web work done. So why don't you just give them that chart, which would be far more persuasive than trying to be clever with the copy. There are certainly circumstances by which this is a terrific solution for an agency, but they just have to be more overt about what those circumstances are. I do like the CTA at the bottom. I think it's artfully done. Buy 5 licenses for $199. Try just 1 for $99. I think that's a nice turn of phrase, as opposed to free trial, et cetera, et cetera. They're saying, look, there's value here. And you should get on board. And if these are their actual clients, NASA and Microsoft, that needs to be merchandised a little more strongly, in my estimation. That's pretty low on the page and pretty small.
And put a dollar symbol in front of $199.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good point. Good point, guys. All right, so I'm going to just take off the screen share here. We are going to be voting on your favorite page, the ones that you want to do. Before we do that, I want you in the hashtag page fights. Let us know which judge gave the most critical feedback today. Who delivered the crit shot to everyone?
What do you mean by critical?
Critical, like who gave the best one line there? My vote's with Jay right now, to be honest with you guys. Sorry. Long-term
get the guest benefit.
Yeah. We're gonna recap who our pages are here, our finalists. First up, we have Transfer MKV. We got Walter as finalist number 1. Finalist number 2 is the Hippa Guide for Developers. Finalist 3 is Hey Gluten-free. Finalist 4 is the villain generator here, hero name generator by Nexon. Vote for this page or the puppy gets it. Finalist number 5. Boski, finalist number 6. First Class Medical, number 7. Make Your Wedding Day the Cotton Candy Service here at number 8. Time Reaction, number 9. And Cards at number 10. We're also going to do a little bit of Q&A. We've gotten some questions throughout here. No, I'm asking you guys to do quite a bit of stuff right here. So let me just check, see who we have for questions right here. Venative says, publishing versus not publishing prices, how does it impact click-through and conversion? What do you think of no pricing communicates? Who wants to take that one?
I just think you got to test it. I don't know because I haven't tested it.
All right. Pep, what's your instinct on that? You've done quite a bit of feedback. You've done quite a bit of research on pricing.
Publish prices and you don't, then you're going to not get the business. Everybody wants to know the prices. So you need to, A, know what your competitors are doing, and B, I mean, why hide the prices? I mean, everybody wants to know the prices. So you don't want to, if a price is too expensive, then, I mean, you don't want to deal with people who can't afford you anyway, so that's good. Publish them.
Excellent. Let's see. We have another question. Someone says, why cover the puppy? Puppies sell people. What do you think? I mean,
puppies sell people. No, people sell puppies.
What a weird world that would be. If I
don't think you need to show a puppy if it's a site for a vet. Just say it's for vets.
Yeah, and and the thing about that too is, like, it's not a site for vets. It's a site for vets, but it's a site about selling a social media service that's targeted towards vets. Like, do you really need to show the vet doing his thing? I don't know. Let's see. Good.
Oh, I think there's some fishy business going on in the voting.
Oh no! What are you seeing?
That Storage Hero is overwhelmingly running rampant. I smell bullshit. They must have a large company. Everybody vote.
Oh, someone says on Twitter, on the time reaction site, is everyone else waiting for Keanu Reeves to pop out? I just want to go back to that page for a second here. That's actually pretty funny. Yeah. It does. It looks like an old Keanu Reeves movie. Let's see. All right. So voting has closed. We have our top 3 here. Let's see. At number 3, we have Carts. At number 2, we have the MKV Hero. And at number 1, let's see. Who do we have? Number 1 is... Hold on. Let's pull it up. Storage Hero. I'm just going to say it while we're waiting here.
Boo!
Storage Hero. Yeah. All right, guys. All right. You win.
They gamified the landing page. They gamified the voting. I smell a theme.
And let's see who wins the best punch from our judges. Let's see. Did we get any consensus on that? Let's see. I think my favorite personally was Jay. Oh yeah, Jay and Ollie actually tied for best punches here.
Attaboy.
Yeah. Yes. Pep, you gotta.
I'll give my vote to Jay. I think Jay killed it today.
Thank you. Since I've never done this before, I appreciate that. I'll come back and defend my title.
I love the paper slide ups. That was really good.
That was my favorite. That was my favorite part. Jay, now what we normally do at the end of the show here is ask if you guys have ask our guest judges if you have any projects you're working on that you'd like to plug. Let us know what you're working on right now.
Me?
Yeah, you.
Oh, okay, great. 2 things. One, both are related to podcasts. If you like marketing podcasts, I own a website called marketingpodcast.com, which is the only search engine for marketing podcasts. It's like Google for podcasts. You will love that. And also, speaking of podcasts, we just launched a new one this week called the Convince and Convert podcast, which is the 3 best blog posts per week from Convince and Convert, read by professional voice talent and delivered to you in luscious audio by professional voice talent as podcast episodes. So go to iTunes, Stitcher, whatever your thing is, look for Convince and Convert, and you can grab that new podcast.
Fantastic. We're actually going to be sending that out, too, in the follow-up email. And I just want to say thank you so much, everyone, for watching the show today. The recording will be sent out next week. You can find out more about future episodes and how to submit your landing page at pagefights.com. In our next episode, I'm so excited about this. It's the All-Star episode where past winners will compete against each other. It's Friday, May 1st, and we're going to have special guest judges Michael Agard and Georgiana Laudy of Unbounce, and it's also our 1-year anniversary. So we got a lot of cool stuff really planned out for you. Thank you so much, everyone who's been with us from the beginning. And go ahead, Ollie.
I want to give a quick shout out. So we're doing a four-city single-day conference tour. New York, Chicago, Boston, and Toronto in June. Roadtrip.unbounce.com. It's going to be awesome, and it's only $150 right now. World-class speakers. It's so cheap. 4 days till the price is double. It's going to be really, really fun. Great venues, great parties. You need to go. Roadtrip.unbounce.com.
I'm looking forward to that. It's going to be a lot of fun. And Pep, do you have anything you want to plug for us right now?
If you're in Europe, conversion conference called Elite Camp coming up in June, so digitaleLiteCamp.com, check it out.
Tons of great feedback from Elite Camp from last year too, so it's going to be a blast. And that's really it. That's all we got. Tune in next month for our 1-year anniversary, and thank you so much everyone for watching, and see you next month. Bye.